Strategic intelligence. How organizations change depends on the leaders, their knowledge, and philosophy. To change organizations, leaders have to engage the intrinsic motivation of collaborators. Material incentives have never been enough. At times, they are even demotivating when people focus on maximizing the money they make rather than what they make or do for the customer. Neither employees nor customers are inspired when a company's sole purpose is profit. But when the purpose is improving the lives of the people now and in the future, companies are more likely to gain and retain customers, recruit and engage talented people, and increase profitability. There are three different types of leaders: strategic, operational, and networking. Every one of them has different roles, personalities, and leadership qualities. So your products or services do not become just a commodity. Ask your customers, how can you better meet their needs? To shape and implement strategies, leaders need to engage and motivate collaborators. Furthermore, to adapt to a constantly changing world, strategies must be able to learn from results, perceive threats and opportunities, preparing, if necessary, to modify their strategies. Strategic intelligence calls for the following abilities: foresight, the ability to anticipate currents of change and provide opportunity; then, visioning, the ability to design the organizational system; partnering, the ability to develop productive relationships; engaging, motivating, and empowering; gain collaborators who will implement the vision and continuously improve products and productivity. The three types of intelligence: analytic, analysis, memory, logic, and problem solving; practical, tact, timing, understanding people and their motives, and communicating effectively; then creative, pattern recognition, which is essential to making sense of changes in the business environment. Understanding people means understanding what motivates them and how they interact with each other. This understanding helps leaders to predict how people will respond to their initiatives, why they embrace or resist change, and what it takes to engage them in collaboration. In contrast to management, leadership is a relationship that can't be given away. If people follow you because they want to follow you, you can't hand over that relationship to someone else. Like other primates, we have a tendency to form hierarchies because of our drive for mastery. We recognize that leadership may be needed, and we sometimes idealize leaders for a while, especially when they appear to be helping us respond to a challenge. A study of Swedish leadership showed that idealization can turn to contempt when people decide a leader is no longer useful or has even become a danger to them. When working with your subordinates or followers to engage them in projects to improve processes, you can drive out fear by treating mistakes as opportunities for learning. Also, make it harder to make mistakes and easier to do things right. Ideally, strategic CEOs will lead change together with key operational leaders, and they will avoid the temptation to wall themselves off from a workforce. They wants to know what they believe and wants to relate to them. Without trust, people in organizations work for themselves, not for the organization and its stakeholders. The philosophies and actions of leaders can move the culture of organizations and the social character of the people, either in the direction of human development or the negative direction and conformity and tribalism. Many companies define their purpose as profit or return to shareholders, but no one accepts shareholders are inspired by this purpose and it does not focus a company on its future. Businesses should start with its purpose and values and use them to inspire employees to innovate and provide superior service while creating sustainable increases in revenues and profits. How we make decisions depends upon our philosophy, what we value. This includes our ethical and moral reasoning. That is why it's important to know the people you work with. Values are strengthened when they are supported by the organization's measurements. Bottom line is a trailing indicator describing past results. Future success depends on factors like hiring, retaining, and developing talent, and finding and satisfying customer needs. Understanding personalities means being able to predict with a high probability of success how people will behave at work, how they direct their passions, and how they respond to challenges. Our value drives are shaped by family, school, workplace, sports, and the media. Be mindful what you watch and what you listen to. National culture influences social character, particularly in the attitude towards authority and collaboration. When people are fearful, they may comply, but they don't take the initiative. People or employees resist change because they don't understand the vision and what it will mean for them and their roles. Also, because they fear a loss of authority and clarity with change that makes them share the authority. Developing strategic intelligence starts with a growth mindset. This includes making an effort, develop oneself with attitudes of embracing challenges, persisting in the face of obstacles, and learning from criticism and from the success of others. You also have to have a systems thinking mindset with a focus on purpose. The seven types of drives that are shaped into our motivational value system are survival, relatedness, information, mastery, play, dignity, and meaning. The four primary leadership personality types are the caring, Freud's erotic leadership personality. Second one is visionary, Freud's narcissistic leadership personality, and the exacting, Freud's obsessive leadership personality, and last but not least, the adaptive from marketing leadership personality. So this is about the strategic thinking.